Good morning, travelers. Tara here at Hidden Lotus Tarot. This is going to be a general monthly reading for the sign of Aries, the Ram, for September 2015. Make sure as I post these, if the reading, because it is general and there's so many Aries people in the world, if the reading doesn't quite resonate with you, make sure that you check your moon sign and rising sign as they're posted. You may find messages for yourself there. If you don't know your moon and rising sign, what you will need to know about that is your date of birth, the place where you were born, and your exact time of birth. And there are plenty of free moon and rising sign calculators online. So if you don't know that, I suggest you get on over to one of those calculators and put that information in. I did some pre-shuffling of the cards already, but I'm going to shuffle again. I will not be using the Sabila cards today. I have had a dickens of a time getting my computer to cooperate. It would not browse. I could not get a browser to come up for the past 2 hours. So we're gonna go ahead and get started, okay? So again, this is for Aries, the Ram, for September 2015. Oh, my cards are jumping everywhere. Let's start over. The energies from Aries, the Ram, people, September 2015. Show me the energies for Aries, the Ram, people, September 2015. Show me the energies for Aries, the Ram, people, September 2015. Show me the energies for Aries, the Ram, people, September 2015. Aries, the Ram, September 2015. Aries, the Ram, September 2015. All right, I'm going to go ahead and cut the cards. I'm going to go with the middle deck. Three of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, the Fool card, the Two of Swords, the Three of Wands, Justice, the Five of Cups, the Four of Wands, Temperance, and the Moon card. Let me take a look here. Okay, what is happening now for some of you Aries people is it looks as though you've been working on some kind of project and trying to build upon something. Perhaps it has to, of course, if you want to look at it from the standpoint that it's a Pentacles card, it is surrounding your finances, and it is something new that you're trying to get off the ground. It looks like there's some other people involved. What I'm seeing here as an outcome is the Moon card. So what that tells me is that there is something unknown about this deal or project or endeavor that you're working on at the time. We'll get back to that here in just a second. What is crossing you is the Nine of Cups. This is known as the Wish card in the tarot. So whatever this thing is that you're working on, this endeavor, this project, perhaps it's a new job opportunity, it is obviously something that you've been wanting and for a long time and working towards for a very, very long time. Looks like it's, you've gotten to a point where you've gotten it off the ground and things are starting to move. Writing underneath this is the Fool card, which tells me that you are, really going to take a chance with this, and I think that's great. New opportunities are always great if you can get a handle on your fear and your doubt. So that is, one thing that I would suggest. you have the Two of Swords in the near past. So what this tells me is that you did indeed have a little bit of fear and anxiety about whatever this project is going on, and perhaps you were kind of hesitant about making a decision. But from the looks of it, it looks like that you've gone ahead and you've done that. A positive forward momentum is always good. This is the Three of Wands, and again, this is your second three here, okay, which speaks to you've gotten it off the ground, you've got the desire to move ahead with this, you're looking out for any other opportunities coming ahead. I think this is really good. I think you should continue to do that. I really think it's going to kind of bode well, even though the cards are kind of the outcome card. It's kind of, I don't know. But I just think that basically this is going to be something that, you're just going to have to keep your eye on. I don't see really any negative cards in the reading. The Justice card is in the near future. So at some point in time, a decision is going to come up. Either you're going to have to make the decision, or perhaps there are other people involved. Perhaps this decision will involve, other people in terms of how this is going to go. I think at the moment, because this is you, there is a Five of Cups. So I think what I feel is that in the process of getting this set up, you have had some disappointments in the past, a little bit of sorrow. Perhaps things didn't go quite the way you wanted them to. But I like to call this card the Two of Cups in disguise, because you can see that there's these 3 cups spilled in the front, and this person is focused on those. And what he's missing is back here in the back, these 2 cups. We do know that cups deal with emotions, so try to remember what it is that really sparked your interest. Wands are fire, that got your fire going, your desire to move ahead with this. Be like the Fool, trust in the universe, and take that leap of faith that everything's going to work out okay. And don't let what happened in the past prevent you from moving ahead. What is around you at the moment is the Four of Wands. So this is the second Wands card, and this card speaks to stable foundation. So whatever you've done and to this point that you've built up on it, yes, the 3 that you're building, you've gotten it started, you've got the desire to do that. Whatever this thing is, this endeavor, this project that you're doing, you have a stable foundation. So this card bodes very well to stability, a firm foundation, that your ideas are solid. And so I would not allow, I wouldn't allow fear to try to enter into this picture, or doubt. The reason I say that is because you have the Temperance card here. And the Temperance card is asking that you remain balanced between your emotions and your logic. Don't let your emotions get you so carried away that you miss seeing something that logically should be there. Try to remain rational. I do see that there is something at the moment that you don't know. Perhaps you're waiting on some information to come in. Perhaps you might be waiting for more investors. You might be waiting on, I don't know, numbers, anything that has to do with your project or your endeavor that you're trying to work on. There's something that you don't know, or it hasn't come in yet, and it's kind of giving you a bit of anxiety. I would not worry about it too much. Continue doing what you're doing. With this card in the future, near future position, this tells me that she's got the scales here, that everything's going to come out all right. Of course, there is some truth in that, and it's going to be a fair and balanced decision. If it doesn't quite go the way that you want, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Just take it and run with it. The overall reaching energy, I'm going to pull an oracle card for this reading. I really don't see anything negative coming in, really. Basically, I think it's going to come down to patience, waiting, being vigilant, and continue to do exactly what it is that you do. The Fool card always bodes well, always. And that's what's underwriting the reading. So I really wouldn't, try to keep those little doubts and niggles down to a minimum. All right, let's see what the overall reaching is for this card. For this spread, I'm sorry. Reach out. Okay. And this is a red bordered card, so it's also a Wands card in the Oracle deck. And I would take this to mean, in terms of this reading, is if something seems to start going sideways, look around in your environment, reach out to people who have, you know, done the thing that you're trying to do. If you're trying to start a new business, if you're trying to go back to school, if you're trying to, whatever it is that you're trying to do, believe me, somebody else has tried it already. And so this card is saying that if you need the help, if you start having doubt, if you start having a little bit of fear, reach out to someone close to you who's gone through the same thing, and they can support you probably in more ways than you know. I really don't see much, you know, I really don't see anything negative in the reading. I'm trying to see if there's, you know, in terms of love, you have 3 cup cards. So perhaps you just started a new relationship, okay? And it is pretty much everything you've ever wanted. You are willing to take that leap of faith. You know, there has been some anxiety and doubt about this in the past. It is new. It is a 3. You do have the desire to go forward with this, passionately so. That's what the wands represent. You're willing to, you're willing to take that chance. The Fool again. Perhaps the person that you're interested in, or perhaps you yourself, haven't really come to a concrete decision about whether or not this is the right relationship or the right person for you. I see that, you know, in the past, there are some things from the past, perhaps for both of you in this situation, where there have been some sorrows and heartbreaks and disappointments. But again, this card, I call it the, you know, the 2 of Cups in disguise. You know, try not to concentrate so much on how it happened or what went down in the past, but try to take those lessons that you learned. If there were any mistakes made, particularly on your part, that you just take the lessons with you moving forward, and try not to let old patterns come back in and repeat the same thing. We're starting a new cycle, 12-year cycle now, with Jupiter coming in. In the environment around you, if you remain balanced, yeah, again, you've got the scales there. You remain balanced. You know, I think there's already some type of connection, a stable connection there, a stable foundation. And I think it's just going to require perhaps you, again, not letting fear and anxiety and doubt and insecurities come in. Take that leap of faith that everything's going to be okay. And you do have something to build upon. Again, with this card, the Temperance, the message of balance is coming through. I have a saying, you know, forego short-term gratification for long-term accomplishment. And a lot of times that means sacrificing. Sometimes it means being still and listening to your inner voice. It is all about the balance, remaining logical and emotional at the same time. Try not to let one override the other. There is something right now that either the person that you're interested in, or yourself, or perhaps both of you, are not quite certain about. That's only natural in terms of a new relationship. I see this as something new. However, the key to perhaps working through that is to reach out to the other person. Try to start a dialogue with that person. I would not try to rush things or push issues, but just talk. I think that would be very beneficial for you. So this is the general monthly reading for the Aries people for September 2015. It looks like a pretty decent year. Go slow, remain balanced, listen to your intuition, and I think you're going to be okay, money-wise and relationship-wise. And that's my advice to you. So I thank you so much for stopping by. Until next time, namaste, travelers.